I took notes last session and now I can't find them.
If only you had another monitor with notes on them.
All right,
Like
everybody. We are live with session 2 of Out of the Abyss. I am Joe, also Relative Dimension. I am the Dungeon Master here. I realized last time we didn't actually introduce anybody. So if you want to introduce anybody by your name, how you go online, whatever works for you. I'll go down by the bottom of my screen, so Obzam is first.
Hello, I am Owen, also Selamos. I play Obzam Kennedon. And yeah, that's it. Go ahead.
Next is Falls.
I'm Matt. I'm playing Falls, a Tabaxi Rogue, or a Ranger, rather.
Next
Yep.
is Rukook.
Oscar, playing Rukook. My name's Chef, and nice to meet y'all.
And Obediah.
Yeah, hi, Chris. I'm playing Obediah, a Deep Gnome Artificer.
Looks like we're missing... Oh no, it just double layered it. Iris.
Hi, my name is Alexis, and I'm playing Iris Springhollow, a Harengon Bard.
And we're missing Zahn'dohr tonight. Hopefully the Githyanki will join us next time. I guess if I go by small icons, they all show up in a line, but if I go names only, it wants to double them up for some reason. Alright, so last time, everybody found themselves captured by the Drow. They were imprisoned in a cell that was cramped with a bunch of other prisoners as well. Escape was discussed and acted on, and then at the very moment of the escape, demons attacked into the outpost. And so there was a mass alarm and massive activity as Drows started running everywhere to combat the demons or defend themselves. And we found ourselves with the gates opened up. The group had any arcane focuses or holy symbols returned to them, but nothing else. They are very short on gear and armor and supplies. And now my true plan happens as the mists of Ravenloft no.
Yes.
Alright, so everybody should be able to see through the door now. Now I handed out a handout for the map of this outpost because you had been here a few days traveling back and forth doing work duty and such. The demons themselves, I misspoke last time and said that they came from the entrance directly across, and that was false. They came from an entrance to the right, the northern cavern entrance. So as the Drow started running past, several of them ran past the platform to the right, looking outward. And so they are up there, which those that have done work duty know that that is where the Quaggoth Den happens to be, and
Ooh.
the northern watch post. Jorlin, the person who unlocked the gate and returned the stuff, went across the bridge towards the guard tower. You can see through gaps or windows, I guess, makeshift windows in the guard tower, which are stalactites that have been hollowed out. There are several couple guards in there still looking outward on the other side that seem to be with their crossbows and stuff, and anytime something is getting close, they are taking shots at that. And just for sake of...
Wait, what's getting close? Other Drow? You're shooting another
Demons.
Drow? Oh, there's other demons.
Yeah,
that we
there were
see.
2 Vroks that flew in being pursued by 4 Chasmes, I guess if you pronounce it that way. 2 Vulture Demons being pursued by 4 Mosquito Demons.
In front of this gate, there's only the bridge that leads to the guardhouse and the path down to the right.
Yes,
Correct.
down to the right is stone steps that lead towards the watchtower, or watch post rather, and the
another one.
Quaggoth Den.
Okay.
Because we're in spot number 11 on that map, which
Yep.
is like, cave. So directly across from us is stalactite.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it stalagmite or tight? Which
Tight.
one? Is...
Tight.
Tights hang on tight.
To the ceiling. Yep.
Yep.
Everyone has the same mnemonic for that one.
Yep.
So directly across from us is a stalactite, which is a guard post, and then like a rope bridge across to a bigger stalactite.
No, the rope bridge goes to that one. It's a very
Next
large.
question I have
Yes.
is how close can we get to the edge of the bridge there before we look like we're being in danger of being shot at by the guards? Because I want to be at that edge.
Or are they not paying attention to us?
Right now, they don't seem to be paying attention to you. If anybody happens to glance your way, you're pretty much in range upon leaving the gate of the cell. So I'm going to open up the turn order because another thing here is most of these pathways are narrow enough that you can't really go anything other than single file.
Ah, okay.
So I'm going to open a turn order, add everybody to it. You don't have to roll initiative, but I can adjust manually in the order you wish to go.
I suppose we should talk about. Do we? Right, the gate's unlocked, right?
Yes, the gate is unlocked.
Yep, that are Vorlan or Zorlan or Dorlan or
Jordan.
other. He unlocked us.
Yep, he unlocked it and he handed you your stuff. He kind of came after the alarm horns had been sounding. Presumably because the demon attack was not his doing, and he was just, this is a good time. He had some type of ulterior motive to let you guys free.
I'm sure he does.
My suggestion is we exit this cave in the direction that is not filled with demons.
Now, do we see the demons, or did Jorland tell us there are these creatures outside?
Jorland did not, and Iris does not have the vision to see it, but others can see them. They are swarming through the air out there fighting.
Okay.
Like the open cavern is 50 to 60 feet away, and so they are visible to anybody that can see that far in the dark.
We have 2 choices. We can storm the guard tower or go to the right and risk some of the demons.
Yeah.
Who's our strongest person? Is the orc, right? The orc is our strongest?
Either them or me.
Because the strongest person's got to break down that guard door.
Sure. All right, that's what I'm doing then.
My suggestion is the opposite direction of demons, and I think we have a much better chance of storming a few drow than interrupting a demon fight.
Yeah,
so the orc got to go first.
Demons.
Logistically,
I don't see a thing.
If you guys go to the right, down the stone stairway to where there's presumably some guards fighting off demons, and the watch post, you are still well over 100 feet above the ground floor of the outpost. The lift is the only safe way down that does not involve jumping into the lake below the waterfall or into the webs and then into the lake below the waterfall.
We want to go down.
Yes.
So right is not really an option then. Okay. Unless we want to go over there and check out that cavern first, but I think we need to break into that guard tower first.
Yes, agreed.
So orc first, I will protect the orc with a shield of faith. Hopefully be able to get there and break down that door, but the strongest person's got to go first, and then the next people who are capable of fighting the drow need to be able to go next.
All right,
So
you
we
want
have a
Ront
makeshift dagger.
first.
We have a makeshift dagger, I think, and a couple of, like a bar, a crowbar or something. Those are our only weapons. They should be.
Somebody.
When you said that we get our like spell focuses and things like that back, all of my spells are done using like little inventions, using like a thieves tool kit. Is that included, or do I still have to find that?
You would still have to find that.
Okay.
I
So
don't
I'm
think
just,
the drow would recognize that for you.
I'm gonna hang out in the back because I'm next to useless otherwise.
All right, so we want Ront first.
Wait a minute,
Rukook was going to be after Ront.
another option. What
I'd
if we
probably
didn't
better
have to
third
fight
or so if I'm
until the
gonna hold
last
that field.
moment?
Who else is strong?
I'll go second.
Okay, that's a good order.
I didn't
Alex,
know
your volume is pretty low.
Oh, mine.
No, Iris too.
Oh, hold on, let me. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, I turned my gain up a little bit. What if we didn't have to fight at all? Waited to the last minute even. Hold on just a moment. I'm gonna tuck back in. So from what I can see in the cell, there's like right below me on the map, there's like a little like where it goes around kind of into like a little alcove. I want to tuck myself in there, and ooh, this will be a new face. And I am going to reach down to the floor, and like you see me pin my ears to the back of my head, and I am going to start at the floor and like a zipper zip up my body, and I am going to take on the full appearance of a drow female. I'm just going to, from my mind, from what I've seen, having walked there, or people coming to the door of the cell, or having been on duty, I'm just going to create an amalgamation of not exact of one of the people that I've seen, but just like combine different characteristics and become a drow female.
I presume this is going to use Disguise Self.
Yes, that's correct.
You know that the spell won't work while you are in the cell.
Oh,
Right.
shoot.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, Rukook is gonna be like, what? That's magic.
Shoot. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Scratch that. But
You
as soon
guys
as we
have
step out,
played
'cause
around
we're
enough
free.
to know that you have to be outside the cell, and magic seems to work outside the cell, but not in the cell.
Okay. I can't use dancing lights then either. Shoot.
No. So if there's any touch spells that are going to happen, they have to be outside as well.
Okay.
So Ront is going to, we'll go in turn order
Good
just to
idea,
keep
otherwise.
things from getting too packed up. So Ront first.
Yeah.
There is enough space
he-
for a second
before he
person on
crosses-
the ledge.
Yeah, before he crosses the bridge, let me know I want to cast that spell. But yeah, I was going to tell the Iris. That was a really good idea for disguise. Keep it in mind for when we need to get to the next outpost, next flag, whatever.
Right,
Maybe
yes,
when we'll go up the ladder inside the guard tower.
Ooh, what if you can convince the guards that you are escorting us to a safer location due to all this commotion,
exactly. Now you're thinking.
rather than
You have
risk.
to do it. You have to cast that while you're in view right now. That's your problem. The only place to cast that spell is in view of the guards.
They seem a little distracted now, I think.
And we can form a wall of bodies around her while she changes.
Yeah. Presumably inside that guard tower would be a better spot if you could overpower the guards.
Yeah, we might want to take the guard tower and then try to use that to avoid trouble in the rest of the complex.
Yeah.
And
Just, like, trying to
peeking
get the
out
rest.
while you guys are planning this, and nobody is watching you at the moment, Sereth is I used to be a guard here. Inside the guard tower is also an armory. We might be able to get some weaponry in there.
Hmm.
Good. We'll see that.
So we can't leave things. Do you think they still have them tucked away somewhere?
Probably.
I hope they have my toolkit.
Yeah. Let's do this.
All right, so Ront.
Ron breaks the door down. We follow. Is that our
Yep. Hopefully
current
that.
plan? Arm up.
Ront is first on the ledge. Who is going to go second?
I am.
So you can probably get like up there.
Oh, I cannot move my token through this door.
Oh, hold on.
I think you've got to open it, yeah.
Can you go there now?
No. I need to. I clicked it. Okay, there we go.
Okay, cast Shield of Faith on Ront before he crosses the bridge, so he can run over to the guard tower and break
So
the door down.
Rukook has to be out there.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm third. Yeah.
I keep moving people into space. Hold on, I gotta. Alright, Ront, Obzam, Rukook. Who is going to go after Rukook?
All over there on the right.
Alls will follow.
Alright. And then that leaves Iris and Obediah. In that order?
Yeah.
And then I will follow up with NPCs after that. Alright, so Ront then, he moved out, Obzam moved out, Rukook moved out, cast Shield of Faith. Okay, so next turn, Ront is going to go over. The door thankfully does not seem locked.
Okay. That makes things simpler.
The lag does seem mighty though.
Yeah. I thought you'd have to break the door down. Cool.
I guess the guards rushing past to like get shots on the demons didn't bother to lock it behind them.
Unfortunately, he does not have his great axe, so he is just going to go up there and
Start punching.
yeah, start punching.
Punch first, ask questions while punching.
You can move through alley
Are
spaces,
you?
so he's going to hit there.
If you hit a guard, hit him harder.
Guard 2, guard harder.
That does hit. He does whopping 4 points of damage, 1 point for unarmed and 3 for strength. Who has the makeshift club anyway?
I think that was Falls, wasn't it?
He had the dagger.
Yeah, Falls has an
Oh.
actual dagger.
I forgot there
Oh.
was a makeshift club. I mean, if no one else wants it, I'll take it. That's a strength-based weapon.
You may take. I'm pretty sure Zahn'dohr might have been the one that had it, so
Oh, yeah.
you can use the makeshift club. And
Yes.
somebody else does have a makeshift dagger, though. I thought.
Falls has a dagger, but we also had. Oh, maybe somebody did get one as like an item that was scrounged, but I forget.
So makeshift club is a D6. Obzam, you are next.
All right. Well, I will follow the half-orc into. Oh my gosh, I need to open this door too somehow.
Oh, hold on.
So this stalactite that we're in front of, is there like a second level to it?
The rope bridge goes upward, and the opening is above you. And There may be a yes. You've seen a rope ladder leading to a trap door from inside.
Is there any like windows up top or anything like
No.
that?
Supposedly that's the armory, right?
Presumably, yeah.
All right, I'm going in there, and I'm gonna going for that guard.
The one up
not
there is
talking
the
to-
one Ront hit, but it's hard to get to that spot. So
Yeah, I don't think I'm getting there, so I'll just go for the one I can reach. That is 16 to hit.
that will hit.
Nice.
4 bludgeoning damage, exact same as an unarmed strike.
I don't think there's no room for Falls to squeeze in past there, right?
Falls has a climb
maybe I
speed, correct?
He does. That's why I was asking to see if there was like a top window or something like that. Or I could climb to the other side.
There is not a top window, but inside, there is enough that you could like climb onto a wall or the ceiling and attack from there.
Ooh, yeah, I'll do that. So I'll kind of squeeze past.
You can leave your token like out on the side over here for now.
Like right here.
Let's see. Do I have a marker? Oh. Do I have a marker that I can... that looks like climbing or clinging? No, not really.
I'll just put a little green dot. Oh, there you go. Little hand.
Wait, ninja. Ninjas do weird shit.
Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah. So Falls is like looking for a way in, kind of like extends his claws and leaps over his friends and kind of grabs onto
I will assist Falls in getting past this orc. I'll do like a swift traction or anything if it's necessary or whatever.
Get the alley-oop.
Yep. So I'll kind of like bound off the wall, then come down with the dagger and try to attack.
All right.
I'm guessing this guy, if I can.
You shine a laser pointer on the target so that Falls is particularly interesting.
All right. I'm going to... All right, so I bound down on him. I'm going to try to see how this goes. That is a 19 to hit.
That definitely hits.
All right, so that is going to be 5 piercing damage. And then...
That dagger, it slices in exceptionally well.
Quick question, can I do an offhand attack with my claws?
As a bonus action, yes.
All right, I will do that. That is a natural one.
Oh, no.
Not as good as the dagger.
No.
Get it out of the way now.
You forgot to extend them out of the sheath.
Yeah. I just hit him with my beans. He's like, "Aw."
Oh, that's
All right.
cute.
The door being open, Irish, you can step out onto the ledge and see them if you have any spells that can then take effect.
Okay, so I'm going to move out here. Is what you're talking about, right?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. Can I see all of them? Or, I mean, just based on what Alexis, can see here, it looks like I can see like the bottom half of one and then like the right half of another. Here.
This one here is one that you can see.
Okay.
You may not be able to see this because the map itself doesn't have a window, but there's one emanating here that you can see too. The
Okay.
one that falls and Ront attacked you cannot see.
Okay.
But- I can probably move Falls off the bridge, right? Like just kind of
Yeah.
pop them up over here.
Yeah, you can move onto the bridge if you wanted to also. That space is available.
Okay, Iris is gonna take 1 second to like, she's like debating. She's like looking at her probably at this point like filthy clothes, like really just wanting to like get herself magically cleaned up, get some lights out. And then she sighs instead and reaches out her bunny hand, and her violet colored eyes go like a little bit darker. And I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers at, I'll ping it here. This one.
Okay.
Let me do that here. Oh wait, no, do I don't.
Dissonant
It's,
Whispers
yeah, that's
requires
a
a saving throw.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
wisdom save
it'll
on
do
there.
9 psychic if he fails his saving throw.
It's a 13 save.
Yeah, I'm loading his sheet. Wisdom saving throw. Oh, an 11.
Let's go.
So he takes 9 psychic damage. What are the other effects?
Yes. So on a failed save, they must immediately use their reaction, if available, to move as far as its speed allows away from me. The creature doesn't move onto obviously dangerous ground, such as a fire or a pit. And that's it.
Okay. There is only one way it can go away from you. So it goes running out the other door and that way. Oh,
I
not
would
as
like to
far
make an
because
attack of opportunity.
You may do so because it has to like squeeze around you.
Yep, and it tries to squeeze around Obzam and it loses its kneecaps for that.
Oh.
That's a crit.
Nice.
That is
That's a
two
double
20s? What the? Okay.
Wow. Go play the lottery.
Oh, how do I do crits in here?
It'll automatically do it if you hit the club thing there.
Okay. It did not.
It did not. Why didn't it?
Alright. I'll figure that out, but in the meantime, 7 damage.
It should automatically. Huh. Alright, he goes falling at your feet then. I'll leave him out of the.
This is now an excellent time to ask, what did he have on him? Like, what was he equipped with?
Well, in his hands, he had a hand crossbow. At his waist is a short sword. He is wearing. What is he wearing? A chain shirt.
All right. Well, my club is good enough for now. But I
there
may
is now
toss that hand crosser to someone on my turn.
a short sword on the ground there, next to a body, or a hand crossbow and a short sword now.
Nice.
Right.
And Obzam is also going to make a comment about the cowardliness of the Drow. Of course, that's the reason he was running away.
All right. So this happens. Obediah, what are you doing?
I will sneak out here. I am not built for brawling. So I think I'm gonna spend my turn. Maybe if I can get to like on the bridge, and just to be peeking around inside, see if I can find anything that might be useful to me.
Okay.
that I'll just be prepared to maybe try and sneak in and grab like repair toolkits or anything like that.
Okay.
So basically, maybe that looks like an investigation roll.
No, not yet. You
No?
don't see anything in the melee that seems useful for that purpose. You do see the weaponry on the floor, the table, which
can
is
I reach? Well, I'm pretty tiny, but I guess alternatively, I would look for something like a light crossbow or a hand crossbow or something like that, if I can possibly reach something.
If you dash to double move, you can like crawl past Rukook and Ront and grab the hand crossbow and then back out on the bridge.
Okay.
Lucky for you, one has recently become available.
Yes.
Lightly used, only one previous owner.
And
I,
there's a case
wipe
of
the
bolts
bra-
right next to it.
Excellent.
All right, so that is now. Let's see if somebody else sees well enough.
That's add item.
Nope.
Hand crossbow?
Hand crossbow, yes. Now, in theory, it wouldn't work for Beyond. You'd have to do it in Beyond. I'm going to say anybody whose character is on the table, you can go to the compendium, type in the item, and then just drag it onto your sheet, and it will populate. But Roll20, I mean D&D Beyond, you got to do it manually. All right, so they still do not see you. The ones over here, down towards the watch posts that are shooting at demons, do not notice you because they are at a lower level. So you are good there. The ones inside obviously do. So now we are going to do real initiative.
Surprise round's over.
Select your token before you roll. Oh, I gotta remember how to make initiative a token.
17.15. What on earth? It's adding your initiative scores like a.
As a tiebreaker, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Not strictly necessary, but... How long does the Dissonant Whispers force them to run away? Is it just the one action?
Let me double check that 1 second.
I believe it's just the one reaction.
Yeah, that spell annoyed me to no end when I was PM.
Yeah.
Yes, I think that's all it says. Yep, that reaction.
Okay. Oh, he died. Never mind. It doesn't matter.
He's still running.
Running all the way to the afterlife.
Jorlin is not going to matter
A
yet.
great big spider web in the sky.
Okay. So, Rukook, you are first.
Is there a 15-foot cube that will not affect any of my allies? That will affect just Drow?
No.
There's 2 Drow left in here, right?
If down below on the walkway, there are.
But there's just 2 Drow left here inside
Yes.
the garden, right? Okay.
And the tower itself is a little more than 10 by 10.
Okay. Thunderwave is a bit too big then. I'm gonna hit one with I think my best spell's pretty much gonna be the cantrip then. I'm gonna Sacred Flame the one closest to me. Little crappy damage, but DC save of 12 or half.
He definitely saves.
Save for none, actually.
Yeah, cantrip save for none usually. Unless you have a feat or feature. Alright, so the next is the Elite Warrior.
Nice knowing you, Ron. Or maybe I'm getting stabbed. We'll see.
Yeah, he has one on each of you. As he turns, draws his short sword. And he will stab Ront. Who has what Shield of Faith gave him a +2 AC?
+2.
Yeah.
And he has an 11, so a 13 at the moment. He definitely hits. He does not have the poison on him at the moment. And so the crit damage doesn't matter, the poison damage, so Ront takes 6. Ront yelps out in pain, and then for a second attack, he turns it on Obzam. A 19 probably hits.
Yowza.
Yep, that would in fact hit.
For 7 damage.
I'll allow it. All right.
And that was the Elite Warrior. Iris, you are next.
Okay. So remind me again, well, I guess I can't see them. So I have no idea that these other drow are
Down here, no, there's no light down there. And you'd have
Okay.
to be onto the edge anyway. You can see into the guard tower, though. There are still 2 drow. The elite guard, and then the one that has been beaten on pretty well so far.
Okay. I again am gonna be like torn between doing something a little more self-serving and helping out my compatriots who are up there getting beat upon. But I will make the choice to cast Fairy Fire. So I am going to. Can I see that far? What's the distance on that?
The distance for
60
one of the
feet.
ones in the tower?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have plenty of distance there.
Okay. So I'm gonna try to place the Fairy Fire like right, so I can get both of them. Like right up back in there, like here maybe. Again, I'm working off of limited sight, so as far as best as Iris
Yeah,
can
they
get
are
it up
both
there.
in a 20-foot cube. Each object in the range.
Yes, that's gonna be. We're gonna get hit with that as well.
So you can hit Ront. Yeah, pretty much everybody in the tower. So Ront and Obzam are also going to be lit up.
Right. The problem is then I don't know if I want to do that because any attack roll against an affected creature has advantage if the attacker can see it, which
Yep.
means that the enemy is going to have advantage as well. So
One thing you know about Drow, they can do it too for free.
Oh.
So they could light up everybody in the tower, as well. So you're not really giving them an edge that they can't already get themselves.
Okay. Oh gosh, should I do it? I'm gonna do it. Why not? So I am going to again extend my bunny hands and start an incantation and erupting this sparkly fire in like pastel pink and purple and blue in the tower.
Okay.
So I mean that's a dex saving throw. I mean they have to.
Yeah. So, what is your saving throw?
Yep, it is 13, I believe. Yep.
Is that gonna hit falls too?
Oh yeah, falls is in there. Falls too. So
So deck save
yes.
for everyone in there. Oops. A 2.
I'm just too
Both of-
good.
Both of them save.
Ah,
Hmm.
dang.
Great. So I just screwed
just-
everyone else. Screwed everyone over on ours.
I mean,
on
you
our
could just
team.
break concentration now, which is an unfortunate turn, but then we won't have to suffer the consequences that way.
Yep. So Ront and Falls glow.
Those are curses.
Shoot. That did not go as planned. Okay, I'm gonna call, if I can do it in the same turn, that, you know, I can't see very well up there, and I'm trying to get it at an angle, and unfortunately it catches my compatriots, and that's not what I wanted to do, so I just curse myself and break my own concentration, if that's possible.
Sorry.
Sorry, darlings.
No. If you just don't apologize for it, then that way we'll just assume it was the Drow who did it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to admit fault
What? Who
here.
did that?
Weird. I have the same power.
All right. Next is Obzam.
All right. It'll take more than that to kill one of us, and I'm going to hit him again. I hope. An 18 should hit, I think.
18
wait, no.
definitely hits.
All right. 5 more bludgeoning damage. Is that enough?
No.
All right. And I'll go ahead and I'll just second wind now before I get hit by a crit.
Now
I'm just
if you have nothing to spend your, do you have a second weapon?
Oh.
No.
Wait, the short sword is still on the ground near me, isn't it?
It is.
Oh, but the club isn't a light weapon, so I can't dual wield them.
Okay.
Dual wield it. But so I'll just go ahead and second wind to recover from that last hit. There, perfect. Exactly the amount of damage that I took.
All right. I think that leaves Obediah.
I'm just gonna make my already small self as small a target as possible on the bridge, hiding behind a rope or something, and see if I can't just loose a quick shot against. How can I ping? Can
You're
I
behind
ping?
me.
The elite.
This one? Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
And I do that by clicking things. Burst that. Roll. And it's in that one.
Aw.
Do I
You
like?
behind me? Are you trying to like stealth on the bridge?
No, I'm not like, not mechanically stealth, just like, you know, I'm not a fighter, so I'm just sort of like crouching down, trying to get out of, trying to make myself small.
You're behind the
Blur.
dwarf.
Yeah.
Yep.
Although maybe with the nat one, I shot the dwarf.
No.
No. Okay, good.
See, climbing up on the back of Rukook, sticking the hand crossbow over his shoulder. Falls, you are up next.
All right.
There is now space on the ground. There is a short sword laying on the ground.
Am I able to pick up the short sword and swing in the same?
Yes. And
Turn.
short swords and daggers are light, so you can dual wield if you wished.
That would be great. Let me add that real quick.
One does not get your strength damage, though.
All right. Balls will snag that up. Can I just do like a tumble, a roll, kind of pick it up and slash at his legs
Yes.
with the short sword? And roll terribly, and then we'll try to follow that up with the dagger. I don't know if 13 is gonna hit.
The elite, no.
It's this guy right here.
Oh, that guy, yes. You do hit that guy.
All right, so that is, I don't get my dex modifier, right? So it's just
Correct.
a d4 for that. Oops,
All right.
sorry. The first one. So 2 damage. Womp womp.
The dagger slices into his leg, and it actually almost fairly easily nicks an artery, and that Drow dies.
Does he happen to have a hand crossbow on him?
He does. So it goes falling to the floor too.
All right, cool. I will probably have to pick that up next turn, I imagine. I'll move myself over his body.
And that was him. His turn is gone. Let's see. Dang it, I resized my screen.
Take that short sword over here.
Eldeth is going to move up. Darendelle is going to move up. Unfortunately, they can't really get in there to assist yet, so Stool will stay in the back. We are back up to Rukook, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, I didn't roll for Ront.
Oh, that's right.
Ront.
Let me roll his initiative first and then take his turn. Oh, that's good. He goes after arrows after falls anyway. He hits the Drow though for 4 damage. Actually, he will take up the second short sword before he attacks. So he will do a d6 plus 3. For 5 damage. The elite warrior seems rather tough. Did I take him? Okay, Rukook, you are up.
Yeah, I think so. Much like the guy. Who's the next ally to fight? I guess I'm going to reserve my action to assist them.
The next to get an action in their combat would be Obzam.
Okay, I'll wait till option goes.
And if you want to provide advantage, though, you have to be adjacent to the target or to Obzam. So you'd have to like move.
I am, aren't I?
No, you'd have to
Aren't I
move
right
into
at the door?
that.
Okay. If I thought it was at the door there. Okay.
You are adjacent to
Oh,
Ront.
the one with the dot. The one with the dot is the one, right? Okay. I got confused. Okay, I move in. No, it's just...
So you can do the help action from there.
Will do.
Next is the Drow Elite. He is doing the same thing, so Ront first. 7 damage. Ront looks pretty badly hurt. And then Obzam next. Oops. Wrong button. Also hits. For 10.
Nice.
Iris, you are up.
After me is Obzam, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I am going to call out up into the tower. It looks like you've got everything under control. You're doing splendidly, darlings. And I'm going to use my bonus action to give Obzam Bardic Inspiration.
Okay.
That is my last one, unfortunately. And then I can't really do anything else at this point. So I am just going to, for flavor, busy myself with prestidigitation, just like cleaning myself up and getting myself back to
Presentable.
full glam. Yeah.
Okay. Obzam, you are up. You feel inspired, and you also have a dwarf next to you providing running interference. So you have advantage and d6. Roll good on the d6. No, it glances off his armor. Actually, I will say that you felt you might have missed too badly to even bother. You can save that inspiration for next time. Or a bonus action. Oh no. You don't have light weapons. Obediah.
There is one guy left in there.
Hold on.
One enemy.
Is
Can I
one lagging or what's going on there?
I just realized I've been muted for a little while.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we
sorry.
haven't heard anything.
I'm sorry. Yeah. No. I'm spending my point of inspiration to re-roll that attack to try to hit. So 22 on the second attack roll, which I think hits.
We will go for it, yes.
All right. 8 damage. Not enough?
That's better.
That is a lot better.
Enough? No, unfortunately.
Okay, action surge. One more time. I don't want this guy to get another turn. Does a 25 hit?
Holy
So I
moly.
still got advantage
Yes,
from the
you
helmet.
have advantage, so yes.
All right, 9 damage. Is that enough? Oh wait, no.
Roll
That still is
the
not.
die again.
Yes, extra. 12 damage total. So 20 damage total that turn.
I wonder why
Jeez.
it's not rolling.
I'm messing around with the settings on here. I'm gonna see if I can find it, but there's some odd thing. But for now, oh, there's a setting to auto roll damage and crit, which I had turned off. Let's just one more test attack to see if it works. Okay, this should actually work now.
Why? Your thing shows like 2 rolls, or do they all? No, it's just.
So
I have it set to always roll with advantage, and it's just like if I don't actually have advantage, then we just use the first roll.
Ah.
Mm.
See, when I did the damage roll from your window, it popped up with the 8 + 6.
Yeah, I just changed the setting,
Okay,
which I hope should work.
we shall see.
All right.
Obediah.
So, wait,
Or
is he still up after 20 damage?
Yeah, he's still up.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Okay.
I'm going to like kind of inch forward a little bit and see if I can angle my hand crossbow over and like take a shot at his feet. Not trying to damage him, but trying to like distract him to give, because Falls is next, to give assistance to Falls on his attack. So I'm not trying to shoot him. I'm trying to fire a crossbow to like distract him.
You may do that, but if I may remind you, the hand crossbow bolts are tipped with poison.
Oh.
And Drow are susceptible to their own poison.
I didn't know that. Well, we'll see if.
So while he is armored and it takes a bit to hit him, hitting him might actually help a bit,
I'm just absolutely no good at shooting.
There was that one slight complication, yes.
We believe in you, Obediah.
No better distraction than to shoot someone, right?
I personally find being shot to be tremendously distracting.
That probably does not do anything.
No.
But it definitely distracts him, at least in my heart.
Yes.
He might be more distracted by other current events, but yeah, probably that is also distracting.
Falls, you are up.
All right, Falls yells out, "Forkin and Claw," and goes for a lunge with the short sword at this elite guy here. There it is. That is a nat 20.
Yeah.
Good time for it.
All right, so that is going to be a total of 13 damage there. And if that doesn't do it, he's going to follow up with a dagger.
That does not do it. He is looking hurt, though.
So he'll say "Forkin" and like try to stab him, and then go around with the dagger on and claw. So dagger, no, is gonna miss with that.
Yeah. Okay. Ront. Let's see. Ront is going to. He is going to try to grab him. I do believe that grabs him.
Maybe we should have just led with, grapple him, try to throw him out off the bridge.
The Baldur's Gate shove.
Yeah.
See, I was holding back on that because I wanted his stuff, but I'm not sure this guy was worth it.
Yeah, he's got to be close, right?
We have dealt something like 30-40 damage to him.
I not have? The grab rules here.
If you're grappling, then they just make opposed athletics, which can be opposed by acrobatics. And if it succeeds, then he gets the grappled condition, which means he can't move anywhere except by you.
Okay. Contested. They are incapacitated. Okay. So contested with athletics or strength. No, he is not grappled. He worms his way free. At that point, we are going to say that Topsy, one of the other deep gnomes, kind of squirms his way into this far corner. And he will attack. Nope. Rukook, you are up.
Did the orc drop the sword to try to grapple?
Yes.
I snatch it up and hack at the guy.
Okay.
I don't know how to quickly add it to my sheet, so I'm just going to roll an unarmed strike.
Are you proficient with swords?
Martial weapons, yeah.
So it would gain the proficiency bonus too.
I mean, unarmed strike. You're also proficient with unarmed strikes by default.
Oh, okay. So the number is the same. Unfortunately, that is going to miss. It glances off his armor.
That is. Guessing he's wearing plate of some kind, right? Kind of.
He is very dexterous.
Ah.
Oh, wait a minute. Nope, that is going to hit. He does not have a shield, so it is just high enough to hit.
Mm-hmm. Finishing blow. Right, so that should be 4 damage then?
Yeah, 4 damage. I'm plus 3. Yeah.
Alright, not enough. He is going to go after the two most recent attacks, so Rukook, 12 hit?
Yeah, I'm not having a weapon.
For 6 piercing. No poison on the short sword. And then on Topsy.
Yeah.
I believe Topsy... That is going to miss Topsy. Iris, you are up.
Okay, again, my hands are kind of tied here, but I'm also tired of being blind, so I'm going to send out my dancing lights.
All right.
And again, they just take the form of like these like spring pastel colored orbs.
Yep, in the PC token area, there are dancing lights. You may draw 4 of them out and place
perfect.
them where you wish.
Oh, a hand crossbow is not a light crossbow, right? So
No, hand crossbow is not a light crossbow.
So it's not a simple weapon, which is why I don't have a proficiency bonus. That makes sense. I understand.
Yeah. Concentrate.
Do I only get 3?
I think you get 4.
I get 4, yeah, okay.
And I think they can be out to 60 feet, something like that.
120 feet, and they have to be within 20 feet of each other. That one is acting very wonky. Oh, maybe it's not close enough. I see. Okay. So it won't let me move this one. Let me see if I can move this one. Yeah, for some reason, it won't let me move it into the black area.
Which, further north?
Here. Oh, I move it there. It's just not showing any light. I don't know if there's a reason for that.
Because the wall of the tower blocks it.
Ah, I see. Okay, so let me see if I can actually move this.
If you want to ping where you want them, because now I'm seeing like 5 or 6 of them.
Yeah, because some of them weren't showing up for me. Let me delete these ones that there we go. I'm just deleting the ones that I can't see. Hopefully I'm not deleting anything else. I will ping. I would like these the two that should be on there. Yep, where they are right now. And then the one below Obadiah. Yep. And I would like another one here.
On the outside of the tower or inside of the tower?
Oh, inside. Sorry, yeah, because I can't see it. I can't see how far.
Okay, yeah, there's one inside the tower.
Okay. And then I guess one, if possible, like a little bit further, like here, maybe? At the top of this. Yeah, that's okay for now.
Yeah, there's one here. The token itself is blocked by the tower, but the light should be visible out there.
Okay, yep. That should be good. I move this one like here. And then that's my turn.
Okay. Obzam, you are up next.
All right. Obzam, having gone as all out as he can and evidently not hurt this guy nearly enough in a bit of rage, pain, and maybe desperation, is going to just bull rush him and try to shove him to the ground so that everyone can beat him while he's on the floor, which is the best place to beat people. So I'd like to make a opposed athletics checks there.
Okay.
Hopefully shove him prone. 18. That's pretty good.
Nice. I like that.
17.
You just can't beat a mountain dwarf. You're not strong enough.
Alright, so now he is
Got that
prone,
low
right?
center of gravity.
Yep, he is prone. And yep, that's me.
I guess we'll go the bent over with the pained back token icon.
It's accurate.
Alright, Obediah.
Sadly, this was not helpful for the ranged attacks, but
Yeah. Well, that means he gets no attacks of opportunity. So I'm gonna try and just sneak my happy little halfling rear end and just kind of keep watch down this way and make sure we're not gonna be ambushed by anybody.
Alright, you have long dark vision, right?
I sure do, yeah.
Okay, you see, actually, while the demons are static, they are not static. They are actually flying all around. So let me just kind of scatter them a little bit. Jorlan, you kind of see him. He is kind of standing here blocking the pathway further down in your direction. He doesn't really seem to be doing anything to fight the demons, but you can tell that he seems to be shouting directives and stuff at people up on the ledge, which is, I believe, a little higher up than you currently...
We are...
No, it is further down, but there's a stone
We're in
pathway.
number 10, right?
Yeah.
And so he's farther down.
So yeah, the bridge goes upward, and then the pathway starts to slope downward.
Okay.
So you can kind of see his shoulder on the edge of the path past there, so you can't really see what's going on. But he seems to be gesturing and shouting or something, but almost like he is purposefully trying to hinder any view back in that direction at the moment.
And those demons over here are down below us on the ground, right?
No, they are flying through the air, swooping and swarming, and so you see hand crossbow shots being taken at them. There were from the guard tower, which is no longer at the point where they can shoot from, but occasional spell you see from the central one here being launched out at them too.
I actually, so I moved. I think that I'm gonna use my Spurfneblin camouflage and make a stealth roll to just kind of sort of keep myself hidden down on the rope ladder. I don't even know if that's possible, but I'm gonna sort of lay flat and just keep an eye out because I'm not much use otherwise. So that means I need to roll a stealth with advantage.
You need to get like a 4-foot wide armband that's white with a red cross on it. Non-combatant coming through.
Ooh, 19. Actually, both of those are pretty good.
Alright, so 19 stealth.
Yeah.
Let me know if I have to make anybody roll what that total was again.
Yeah, so I'm gonna stay stealthy and just kind of slowly inch my way down this bridge, not drawing any attention to myself, just to make sure that everyone is looking everywhere else but where we're beating up on these drow.
You're headed to the ledge?
Very slowly, yes.
Era Falls, you are up. There is a prone drow.
All right. All right, I will raise my short sword and kind of bring it down to stab into him, hopefully into his back. Um, all right, to the shadows, I send you. And I will try to plunge it down into him. See if this... Oh, sorry. There's one. There's the second one for advantage. First one is a net 20. Or should be. Now my rolls aren't showing up.
Oh, do you have to select your token?
Should be selected, but that shouldn't matter for that. So weird.
Yeah, rolling from the Roll20 shouldn't need the token selected.
Yeah. Let me try this again. So weird. Let me just exit out real quick.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. There was a nat 20 there though, but we'll do it again.
Take a screenshot.
No, I can go actually into the campaign and look at the log. But I believe you, so roll the damage.
Just get back into just restarting both of my windows here. Sorry, guys. Characters. I'm just curious if this is working again. Oh, I did not launch the game. Sorry. So I will...
Now it's showing up.
Okay, there it goes. Okay, so then I roll another d6 and add that to it. All right, so that's going to be a total of 6 damage.
He is still there.
And then I will follow up with that. Do I have an advantage on this one too? Yeah.
Yep.
All the melee attacks are getting advantage today.
So 20 on that second one.
That will also hit.
And that is just going to be a straight d4, right? Because I do not get the strength modifier. Oops. Sorry. A 4. 4 damage.
Okay. He is looking like he is close to expiring. He is struggling. He
Ront.
What would he do here?
Ront is about to ront all over this guy.
You just got raunted.
And he launched it right in the face.
Ront's gonna become a verb.
Ront is going to he's on the ground. Let's see, no, both short swords were picked up. Oh no, there's 3 now, because his... Rond is going to take his short sword since he's on the ground and stab him with his short sword.
I thought I had picked that up.
There's 3. Falls has 1, you have 1, and there's a 3rd one still. Because Obzam is using the club.
Club.
No, don't launch EQ2. Damn it.
Don't you hate it
Ront
when you're
starts
trying-
to play a MMO.
and is never seen again.
No, I guess it didn't launch it. Okay. Ront hits.
Rot scores.
I'm gonna roll his javelin default because it's the same damage. Oops, not the. Damn it. Just the damage. 9. And he had 9 left. He goes down.
He fronted him.
He ronted him.
Fronted him right in the face.
Grabs the short sword and stabs it down, and happens to stab it down right in his face.
Get raunted.
And he's sitting there breathing heavy.
Yeah. Obzam is also just sitting there breathing heavily.
Ront is also now an adjective. He was breathing rontily.
Rontily. Okay. All right.
He's breathing rontily.
Okay.
And you said there's like a trapdoor above us, right?
Yeah, so
he's
in
so
here, there is a table shoved to the side with some dice and stuff on it. There is also that map that was seen earlier that depicts an area that is not familiar and has weird scratches on it that don't seem to be a language, just notations of some sort. And then there is a rope ladder leading up to a trapdoor. And there's also hanging on the wall, the sides that above the little window gaps and on the sides is like spider silk webbing with hooks and various things hanging from the hooks too. Yeah, there's a couple sacks on it. Looks like not quite a mug, water barrels, little tiny casks with handles hanging from it. Stuff that they don't necessarily want on tables that can fall over, and if it has a handle, they'll hang it on the webbing.
Okay. Does the trapdoor seem to have a lock or something?
Doesn't look like it, no.
Okay. We need somebody to go up there and check it. Who was here working and helping before?
Everybody has at some point.
Yeah, but somebody knew this was an armory.
Oh, that was the other Drow
Okay.
who was in the
So-
back.
Does anybody watch up there? Is anybody up there?
He shakes his head.
Okay. I'm gonna head up there. We need to get the prisoners through into the guard tower here. And somebody needs to strip the armor and weapons off of those Drow.
Yeah. There's enough space cramped for everybody to either be in the guard tower or up above.
Okay.
So you kind of have to decide who's going where.
Ooh, we should cut the bridge behind us.
Well, there are still a whole bunch of people back there, right?
Yeah. Well, they're starting to come over once the coast is clear.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna move like as close as I can into the guard tower.
Okay. Yeah. There's no space to put all your tokens in there, but you guys can all shuffle in, and some people can start to climb up, and you can do that weird ladder shuffle, and so.
What kind of armor is this Drow wearing, this elite guy?
The Drow. He is wearing studded leather.
Oh,
Right.
There is
so he's just that good.
There is a shield hanging from one of the webbing spots that is probably his. The other Drow, the two Drow non-elites were wearing chain shirts. So besides their stuff, up above is 6 chain shirts, 6 suits of studded leather, 6 shields, 6 hand crossbows, 20 cases of bolts, 6 short swords, 10 daggers, 6 bags of caltrops, 400-foot long coils of silk rope, And then also on the side, 2 building hammers and 2 bags of iron spikes. The hammers are not combat worthy, they are construction worthy.
I'll offer to carry the hammers and rope and spikes and things like that.
Climbing gear.
Okay. I want to put on one of the chain shirts and grab one of the shields.
Yeah.
Anybody else should gear up as much as possible. Daggers to everybody you can, and those that are non-combatants, even range the hand crossbows. You may hit. There's a little bit of poison. Can't hurt. So
Ooh, if
everybody
you're
should gear.
if you're passing out presents, I'll take one of those. One of the smaller crossbows.
All right, here we go. I'll hand one to you. And here's some bolts. Careful with the tips there.
Any trouble with fitting into the chain shirts for a mountain dwarf, or are those loose enough that I can put one on?
It's loose enough.
All right. Well, in that case, I'm gonna pull one off that guy I killed trying to run out of here earlier, and also grab a shield. Also, I want to grab that map off the table, carefully roll that up, and store that for later reference.
That is a good idea there.
I'm still on the lookout for anything that looks like thieves' tools or artisan tools or anything like that.
Yeah. They are not in here.
Okay.
Also, I don't suppose that silver icon of a raven, that trinket that was taken by one of the guards, I don't suppose it was one of these.
Not in here either. Not on their personal effects.
We must go to the next stalactite.
Now, you are aware, if you wish to glance at the handout of the map of here, because pinging individual locations probably won't help with the dynamic lighting, but number 3 was the dining hall. That's where the food was prepped and kept and stuff like that. The 2 caverns below that, number 2, both of those are barracks. One of them was for the elites, I believe. Oh no. 2 were the barracks for the normal drow. 4, the 2 stalactites, both labeled 4, were the elite barracks for the elite drow. And you know that this tower here that goes up is where the shrine is and the high priestess's quarters are.
Ooh. We should go there next.
Which one is more damaged, Ron or Osmond?
I am at 8 out of 18.
Ront is probably more damaged. He looks in really bad shape. But anyway, the barracks, every drow here had a little foot locker for their personal effects, so if any of them claimed your stuff, it might be in their trunks. Or if the elites, you'd have to go into the elite barracks. And anything of particular uniqueness of interest would probably be in the priestess's quarters.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, that's going to be a fun time breaking in there.
Yeah, we should go there next.
What was in the armory up top? What was the last few things? Falls is going to take some caltrops, but you had mentioned silken rope, and what else?
I grabbed 50 feet of silken rope, a hammer, some iron spikes.
Oh, iron spikes. I will also grab a hammer.
I'll also grab 100 feet of rope.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab some rope too.
Everyone needs rope.
Yeah.
Is there anything in the personal lockers that would be uniquely drow? And I'll tell you the reason I'm asking is if I attempt to disguise myself, obviously I can make myself look any way I want, but are there any items that I could take to have on my person that would like enhance the show, as it were?
There are no personal lockers in here. In the barracks,
okay.
yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the elite barracks.
Let's see. It's gonna be a. Not
Is this
sure how
elite?
we'd.
Now, there's no backpacks, so carrying a bunch of loose stuff is still going to be rough. And I will say that you guys have, while you've been in here, you've been watered fairly well. There's a nice supply of a lot of water, so they haven't been starving you because you can't, or dehydrating you, because you can't really go long without water. You have been on half rations though, for a bit, so you will need.
There was like barrels of water up here.
Yeah, they stash in here. There's little casks of water for them while they're here. They have barrels strategically at different places, like in the food supply bin. There's probably a barrel or two in the barracks, so that they don't have to keep walking back to the waterfall to get water. And then when those were empty, they would have you guys on work duty lug the barrels to the waterfall, fill them up.
They want supplies themselves anyway.
Is there any
Right.
food in here? Any decent food?
No.
Oh, I'll grab that dice set also.
Okay.
Probably isn't any much food here anywhere, right? I mean, they were waiting on supplies.
Yeah, they were waiting on supplies. There was some food in the thing, but recently dwarf kind of spoiled that, so they kind of lost
Oh
a
yeah,
bunch.
that's right. I was gonna say there's a big pot of stew, but no, I think that got knocked over.
Now on my work expedition, I did recover some rations, so
Ooh.
those might be handy if we run across those.
Oh, I'm absolutely famished. We
They
have
had to be
stop for
given to
brunch
the
or something
orcs.
soon.
They had to be given to the drow, though. So there
I
are
know.
rations somewhere.
Right, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Is that there are rations here somewhere?
Right.
There is food.
Or we could get out of the prison cavern and survival.
Forage.
Right. Well, we will need food to survive. I can help a little bit in that regard
Eventually, yeah.
for our escape. But let's press forward.
Oh, hold on. I think it's the show. And then one more time. And then I'm going to do the, again, take my invisible zipper. And I'm going to be, a little over the top with my disguise. So, my armor is, extra. Well, no, I guess whatever I would have seen a female drow wearing. So I don't know if they're going to be wearing armor, if they're a priestess, if they're in robes or things like that, or if it's my choice.
Are you disguising yourself as a specific priestess, or just in general a drow priestess? I guess we've probably seen some of the ones who are around here, right?
There are two of them here.
They're also pretty recognizable, aren't they? I mean,
Yeah.
females are the uncommon ones, right?
Yeah. There's the high priestess and then an apprentice priestess.
Well, look at you playing the little chameleon. Ain't that a neat trick?
It's what I do. It's what I live for. But this is a good question. Let me just
Go for it.
put a pin in that for a second. So you see me reach for my little invisible zipper, and I'm like, ooh, wait a minute. Do you think I should do one of these fellows here?
So Falls is knows quite a bit about Drow. They are one of his favorite enemies. So could he make some sort of guess as to what would work best in this sort of situation? Would a female be too showy, too difficult, or would it kind of give us an advantage?
And because if there's only two here, then
yeah,
Right.
that's gonna cause a problem. Versus one we've already killed, we could just kind of
I think Falls and Obzam were here the longest. There aren't any real changing of the guard, so the drow that were here have been here a while, so they are recognizable. So trying to be a female would probably be rather suspicious really quick. Now it might fool some of the Quaggoths, they obey the Drow, but they also recognize the guards. They know, obviously, they know the difference that Sereth is a prisoner, and so they don't care one bit about what he says, but the others they seem to know by name. So for a quick disguise or a long distance disguise, one of these Drow here would work, but doing one of the females probably wouldn't.
Okay,
So,
yeah, that's what
Iris,
I mean.
if I might make a suggestion before you
please.
impersonate a priestess, perhaps some of the other fellows here might might feel a little off to them. So perhaps impersonating this fella here, he'll falls a point down to the elite guard.
Ooh,
Might be the
can
most
do.
advantageous to our current situation.
Perfect. Let's go for it. There'll be a new flavor. So and I take on the appearance of that Drow.
Well, if that isn't uncanny.
Isn't it though?
Okay. Should we take any other of the barracks for the elites or something, or should we just try to get to the lift as soon as possible?
Well, that is a good question. I can help us source some food out on our trail out of here.
How can I? But the question is whether or not we want to get to the
I am
lift.
going to be next to useful unless we can get my bag of tools.
Sereth is...
Are they replaceable?
Not easily.
You know where they are?
No.
Sereth is kind of peeking out the window here, because there are a few windows facing out towards the wider opening, plus those facing back towards the gate. And it looks like most of the defenders are currently on the platform with the lift.
The barracks are undefended?
The barracks are on the same platform with the lift. It's like a long, wide...
How many Drow are there?
I can't see, but I know there's
More than
19 total in the outpost, not counting the elite guards, and we've killed 2 here. So that leaves 17 unaccounted for. And he kind of peeks, and I see at least 4. He's kind of looking down towards the northern watch post there. I see 4 down there at the moment.
How far down is the drop to the floor? Is it about 100 feet? Is it
over
more?
100 feet?
Over 100 feet. Okay.
Yeah.
We could do it with the spikes and the ropes, probably, but the question is whether or not we want to go, I guess, north and then down, or do something about these guards. I vote for north and down. That'd be my guess. Toward the Quaggoth and where the demons came from.
What's north that we want?
You want to go towards where the demons came from.
Yes.
That is a interesting angle.
That is indeed a bold plan.
There is.
Yeah.
Well,
I
there's
certainly
not a
can't jump that
continuous
far.
supply of demons, right? Presumably, they came from there, may not be there anymore. I don't know. But in any case, there's less priestesses and elite Drow there.
That is true. But there's a finite number of Drow here. And perhaps the
But we can't take that many elites or priestesses. Maybe not even one priestess.
The demons can help in that situation.
Yeah,
It
but
would
they're
be good
flying
to-
around outside. Not organized.
That is true. It would be good to get some more gear before we head out.
But that would be where the barracks are, right?
That is correct.
Do we have anybody here that could go invisible or sneak in there to the barracks and grab our stuff?
I could try to blend in a little bit.
I mean, I'm blending in already a lot of it. Couldn't I just walk in there?
idea. You pretend to be one of
Interesting.
these.
The Drow does have a point.
Perhaps Iris can put on a little performance and talk her way through with us as prisoners being relocated.
I could
All of
also
them?
perhaps
And
scale
they're
the
planning on
wall.
sacrificing us too, right? So I don't think they would want us relocated that easily.
It's a tough cover story there.
But I'm.
Demons, what if we
If
just
the-
claim that you all are demon fodder?
Huh?
They
The
might
demon-
believe that.
Hello, sir. We're here to be demon fodder.
Oh,
Exactly.
I don't think I could do that convincingly. But if you want to pretend to be one of these Drow and then try to get into the barracks over there and get any stuff of ours that you can find, I'd be willing to let you, but I don't see how we could rescue you if something went wrong.
Well, I could sort of shadow you, so to speak. I'm
And again, I'd be
pretty
willing to let you
adept
do
at
that.
climbing. He'll kind of extend his claws. Could maybe climb a little bit high up on the wall, be out of eyesight. They wouldn't be
Ooh.
expecting that.
And that's
a good idea.
excellent flavor for the story.
Anybody with vision looking towards the north sees that one of the chasmes kind of is swooping down over there, and while it's going on, you guys hear this very horrid droning sounds coming from them. And one of the Drow at the watch post down below there just kind of clutches his head and falls to the ground. At which point the demon kind of flies down there and grabs it and carries it away while the others continue to shoot at it.
Noise.
Does anybody have can roll religion or arcana
I can roll Arcana.
for knowledge of this?
I do have knowledge arcana.
Oh, 19.
Do I know whether these, out of character, I don't really know, but do these chasmes, are they like native to the Underdark at all? Like, would I have come across them or heard of them?
No, they're not native to the Underdark.
Yeah, so it's strange to me. So.
Yeah, the fact that they're here is strange, and for those with the high arcanas, the fact that they're fighting amongst each other. The Vrox and Chasmes normally don't fight each other, and they are, besides occasionally picking off targets of opportunity here. But also, one thing you're not too sure, but this droning sound, if they get too close to you, it has a chance of just overwhelming your physical resistances and causing unconsciousness. So it is not a good thing to let them get very close to you.
Yeah, I don't want to be anywhere near those. Rather face something I can fight, even if I'm gonna lose.
I am right there with you on that one. That looks like a sturge
Well,
on
I'm guessing the
stairs.
group are all headed up to the ledge where the other Drow elites are. We don't have much of a choice.
And then it carries the one off, and it seems to like plug its proboscis into it and starts to either feed or something. And then a moment later, it just kind of drops the body down to the ground below.
Feisty.
That is not a fate I would like to befall me. Let's keep moving.
Vaguely mentally note the location it fell down in case we need to steal his stuff, and then move on. Alright. Yeah.
Our,
Gonna need to...
our illustrious Drow leader should take point then, eh?
Yes.
Obadiah, you notice Jorlin coming back in your direction. He doesn't seem to notice you at the moment, but he is looking kind of hurried.
Stop there.
kind of glances around, and obviously you kind of give yourself away.
Nothing to see past here.
What is taking so long? He glances over his shoulder.
We had to negotiate with some of your guards. We're moving past now.
Yes, what is the plan? I can assist if I may, or I will assist if I can.
Well,
hello, fellow Drow.
How do you do, fellow Drow? With the skateboard.
Let me see something here. He doesn't have good insight.
he has a skill called Definitely Fooled by Iris.
Yeah, he glances over and kind of does a one-over, and he's like, that's actually pretty decent. I don't
Yes,
know
we were.
who you are, but...
So she should
you
look
do
like
look the
that on the
part.
card.
You asked about a plan. Our plan is to get to this next area, attempt to locate all of our equipment, and then, with all haste, exit this. But you seem to have been engaged in the direction we're moving.
Yes, there are some Quaggoths and more Drow on the platform by the lift. Some of them are going down below. Ilvara is in her chambers. I do not know where Asha is at the moment.
Judging by those names, I'm assuming those are the priestesses.
Yes, Ilvara and Asha.
Well, shall we then?
Let's go. Let's head
Yep.
across to the ledge and to the barracks.
Time for my best impression of a mind-controlled dwarf.
I try to look extra tasty.
What is it you are still looking for? I think
There's
somebody said their stuff, right?
two carvings of little toy soldiers. One is not quite finished yet.
A mechanical spider and my bag of tools.
Perhaps a longbow.
Longbow,
First,
tools,
food.
soldiers.
We're also going to need food if we're going out there.
We can get food later.
Yes, I meant your effects that you are still looking for.
Yeah, might you know who might have taken them?
Well, I can get into Ilvara's chambers and probably get out better than any of you can. I don't know how well I will do looking around and grabbing what may be there, but I will try.
I guess we're gonna head to the left then, right? Meet you there?
Yes. The Quaggoths you will have to... he kind of looks at Iris again.
Yes. I mean, yes.
You might be able to distract them briefly. If you're fast, somebody may be able to shove them off the ledge. They are standing precariously close to the edge so that they can, at least some of the Drow can shoot at the demons.
Who are the best shovers?
Obzam raises his hand.
I can try with a spell with that, but I won't be able to heal anybody again.
I'm more of a shooter myself.
Aim for the kneecaps. Makes them easier to shove.
Shooters to the left, shovers to the right.
Alright.
Alright.
Wait until I go inside and then hurry past if you can. And he goes over to the side, mounts the ladder, and climbs up into the priestess's chambers.
Let's go, you wretched worms.
And then
Yes,
I
mistress. We obey, mistress.
all of
Weirdly
the NPCs will follow. I'm not going to move them all one at a time, though.
If Falls can, I seem to be stuck. I think I'm in a wall and I can't move. So if he can,
Sure.
You must stay in the wall.
I've clipped through the wall. Oh, perfect. He is like, it looks like the back wall goes up pretty high, so he has a pretty good climb. So he's gonna try to follow along on that wall.
Yes, you may do that. Once you pass the waterfall, you do have long bits of wall.
Cool. So I will leave the little ninja icon on him, and he is sort of scaling the wall. A little bit slower than everyone else walking, but
So Falls can actually get closer to the platform and scout from above because they don't seem to be looking backwards at the wall, obviously. They're looking out into the opening up above and down below where the demons happen to be swarming and swooping and stuff like that. You can see, let's see, this guy here by the lift and with the Quaggoth kind of guarding him, but not so much because he doesn't have any ranged weapons, so he can't really do a whole lot. But they are looking outward. And down here there are, oops, wrong layer.
Oh, can I move myself out front?
Yes.
Please do.
If you need help getting past the guard tower, let me know.
All right, let me see if I can get this.
Yeah, time to pretend very hard that you can see in the dark.
Oh, I'm going to try to bring my, speaking of which, thank you. I'm going to try to bring my dancing lights down.
That
I'll
is an
just
ability
cast it
Drow
again.
can just naturally do, so yeah.
Yeah. Although they don't need it, but yes, they can do it.
But if they were, I don't know, leading a squad of mind-controlled slaves to die against demons, then they might.
So again, these stairs that lead down to the southern watch post also go down, so they are at a lower elevation than the platform which the lift is on and the barracks are on. And the platform butts right up to the two stalactites that are the elite barracks as well.
and let me know if you want Falls to make a stealth check at any point while he is trying to do this.
You may make it, just note the number.
$25.
Very good.
Ooh.
And he was never seen
Got
again.
20.
That's where,
And they never saw him again.
yeah, so you just see like Falls like scale up the wall and like just you lose him in the shadow of the rock face.
I will take off the dynamic lighting things for these here. The gate to the food supply pantry is unlocked, so that can be pushed open and people can go in there if they wish. Same with the barracks.
Oh, I wish.
Yeah.
It is closed, so you still can't go in there yet, but actually let me put a door. So yeah, these two drow here are on this platform shooting outward. Occasionally a demon flies over in that direction. At this point, it looks as though at least one of the Chasmies has succumbed to the rocks. And plummets to the ground.
Okay, I have no idea whether that's good or bad for us, but
One less evil stinging
Net
flying thing.
positive?
which team are we rooting for again? No.
Yes.
Team us.
Team neither of them, so any casualties are good.
Alright, so who wishes to go where at the moment? Who wants to shove? Do we wish to start with that?
I mean,
I'm willing to shove, but
I'll go ahead and wait for Iris's signal. I don't want to break down the disguise before.
Okay, so you guys can get into position.
So I'm going to try to be as nonchalant as possible. I'm going to turn behind me and kind of like mouth and gesture like, shovers this way.
All right.
And then I'm just going to... I'm going to try to get as close as possible to give them the best chance possible of...
Yeah, I'm
shoving.
gonna try and sneak under that guy's legs, so when he gets shoved, I'll trip him. Just like assisting.
And Joe, can you give us a description of the Quaggoths?
Yes, actually I can. But I'm not going, no.
I
would.
could.
Quaggoths, and I can actually give you a handout, I believe, here. They are humanoid-sized, very bestial, covered in fur. And damn it, I hate resizing it.
Are they about like medium size or larger, smaller?
They are medium size, medium humanoids. Alright, creature. Gotta find the cues. There's Quaggoths.
So do they speak, or they?
Like, are they more bestial? Like
They
like
do speak.
animals?
They have spoken to you. They speak in Undercommon. They are fairly strong. Falls probably knows, since they are humanoids, that when they get hurt pretty badly, they go into a wounded fury, and it bolsters them, and they start hitting harder and stuff.
Yeah. Wounded dog is the most dangerous.
But yeah,
And
they
wounded
are
Quaggoths are much worse.
They're intelligent. They're not very smart, but they are intelligent.
Yeah.
They obviously are good enough to watch over the prisoner duty sometimes. So some of them have watched over you guys at work duty. They are probably going to be more resistant to being shoved than the drow would be, though, as well.
Well, I'll go for one of them and hope for the best.
And with the NPCs, everybody can have kind of one tagging along to help you guys, so you may do these actions with advantage.
All right.
Athletics check or what?
What's that?
Shoving is an athletics check or what?
Yes. Opposed.
Yeah, you take the attack action and then you do a strength athletics, opposed by their, I believe it's athletics or acrobatics.
Yep, their choice. All right. Well, we roll an initiative, or we're just doing this as a surprise round before that?
We are going to do one person may act, and then we will do initiative.
Sure. All right. Well, unless anyone else.
I'll go.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, I'll go for one of the quaggoths.
That one there is probably the closest to a ledge.
Ooh, I like that.
This an unarmed strike. Do you have proficiency in athletics?
Oh yeah, it should be athletics.
Ah, there it is.
But also-
That's also pretty good.
Nice.
I did not have proficiency, but I rolled well.
Alright, he gets to resist with athletics, or he's going to do that. He rolls a 1
Oh,
for a total of 6.
yes.
He's just like, what's that over there? lean
You may
over.
push him 5 feet, which is enough to push him off of the edge.
Which is enough to push him 100 feet.
Yep.
Nice,
I'm
good
going to
job.
give him a saving throw to try to grab the edge, but I doubt it. Oh, 19. He grabs the edge, so he is hanging on, but he can easily be stomped and knocked over. Alright, initiative.
Select token.
Ooh.
Speedy dwarf.
Oops.
The
Falls
dwarf is
is
fast,
busy.
but Iris is faster.
Falls is too busy laughing at the quaggoth being pushed over.
I got down on all fours and then forgot what was going on and decided to take a nap. With
nice
my
nap.
2.
You know, when the cat ranger just vanishes for a while and you don't see them, it's either because they're being incredibly sneaky and fantastic at their job, or they just decided to take a nap somewhere where no one could find them.
Yeah.
It's impossible to tell.
Ront will be acting alone. The others, I'm not going to roll. They will just assist everybody when your turn comes up, so they will provide the advantage. Or you may choose to have them provide disadvantage on an incoming attack. But on your turn, you decide. Iris goes first.
I am going to. I am just going to hold my action and just provide assistance. There's not much I can do right now because I don't have a weapon or anything. Or actually,
They should have a hand crossbow, maybe a short
oh,
sword,
that's
too.
right. Yeah, you're right. You're
And
right.
Bards are proficient in hand crossbows.
Yes, that is correct. So I am going to.
You probably don't want to be adjacent to an enemy, though,
Why not?
because it provides disadvantage on your attacks.
Oh, for a ranged attack, yes.
Yep.
But can I shoot the try to shoot the Quagoth to like so he loosens his grip and falls? Is that possible?
Yes. Let's see.
I don't know how difficult that seems from here, but
He would have cover, so he would have +2 on his AC, but I believe if you are adjacent to an enemy... Yeah, you have disadvantage on an attack if you're within 5 feet of an enemy that is not incapacitated. However, since you go first right after this, they do not consider you an enemy just yet. So this first time, it will be waived.
Okay. So I'm gonna take a shot instead of aiming for the drow. I will try to aim for the Quagoth to get him to just go away.
Okay.
So I will take my new to me crossbow, and that's for items. That's a hand crossbow.
Yes,
Is that
hand
right?
crossbow.
Okay. Perfect. Okay. So I will do that. Let me make sure I am selected.
You have advantage because you are being assisted.
Oh, right. Oh, here we go. Big money, no whammies.
And on D&D Beyond, if you hold shift when you mouse over, that'll give you advantage automatically.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Oh.
And then I think control is disadvantage. One of those. At least control on a Mac is. But it should show up as like a green plus if you mouse over stuff with.
Yeah, and the options for the add-on in your browser, you can turn it on always.
Gotcha.
So does a 13 hit?
A 13 does hit.
Ooh,
Nice.
Where is the...
probably just barely.
8 piercing too. That's good.
Hit him right between the fingers.
Yeah.
Yep, right there.
Long live the king.
It's just not your show, darling.
That's me later when I have to paw
I'm
them
trying to
off.
figure something out here. Okay.
Iris drops her disguise. I wanted them to know it was me.
Meanwhile, the Quagoth is just over there, having been shot by a drow, is just like not at all surprised in any way.
Yeah, it's just another Tuesday.
Yep. So that
yes,
Quagoth
we're being
falls
executed by
to
the
the
drow again.
ground, and they are aware now that there is a traitor among their midst.
Sudden but inevitable betrayal.
Yep. All
They
right.
pay
So this.
attention.
Go ahead.
I'm just being silly. I said, are they really aware though? Were they paying that much attention?
Yeah, when the drow next to him sees a Quagoth go falling off of the edge and then get shot by another drow, it becomes kind of obvious.
Are the other drow that I can see them with my dancing lights, the ones that are a little bit south of me, the three down there, are they still preoccupied with the flying creatures?
The two down below are. These two that are right here on the edge are on level with you, so they are aware now that stuff is happening up here.
Oh, okay.
So I am going to let them turn around, and they are going to drop their hand crossbows and draw their short swords. And that is it for them at the moment. So one works. Obzam, you are up. This one currently has turned around, noticed what's going on, and drawn a weapon.
All right. Well, doesn't look like I can't really get to that guy who's on the edge. I'll leave the shoving to. All right. I'm just gonna go ahead and rush up there, and I'm gonna go ahead and start stabbing the Quagoth. And I've got advantage. That would be 14 damage to the Quaggoth.
Yeah. That is a lot of damage. Unfortunately, these guys seem fairly hardy. So he kind of gets stabbed or sliced, snarls at you, kind of screams in rage.
I'll snarl right back.
And unfortunately, the Quaggoth that goes next is the dead one. So Ront is next.
Ront him!
Ront. Cannot get up above to the other Drow, so... So as a bonus action, this does not help at all. He does not have 2 attacks or anything, but as a bonus action, he is aggressive. He can move up to his speed towards a hostile creature. He's going to move a whole 5 feet.
Okay, he is aggressive.
And he has a short sword, so damage and stuff is the same. 19 to hit the Quaggoth, it hits. 4 or 5 damage. Alright, Rukook.
Sorry, I was eating while I'm here. There's a drow next to the ledge right next to me?
Yes.
Is he shovable, or would I have to use, like, Thunderwave?
He's shoveable.
Alright, shove him.
You just yell, like, this is Valkanev, and, like, kick him.
Alright, so an athletics opposed by him. Oop. Well, you do have advantage, though, because you have an NPC to help. And he does not resist your 18 for the 14. He turns around as he notices the commotion, and there's a dwarf there, and you shove him. And he goes falling, and let's see, saving throw to try to grab the edge. Nope, 5. They're really bad at grabbing ledges.
They really should have designed their base differently. If they were that bad at grabbing ledges.
Letting people up here that might turn on them.
Yeah, like, what is this, Star Wars, where there's no guardrails anywhere?
Yeah, this does not feel like an OSHA-compliant drow prison.
Yeah. There's a guardrail. It's just a short guardrail, so they can be toppled up and over it.
It's just waist height, high enough for them to flip over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
He forgot he didn't wear a safety harness.
The Quaggoth that goes into a... no, he's not in a fury yet, but he is pissed off. He is going to lash out at both of his assailants. So, Obzam first. 15.
Nope.
And Ront next. 10. He misses both.
It's so nice having armor. Really
And
wonderful.
I rolled initiative for one of the dancing lights.
Nice.
Yes.
The drow down below turns and draws his sword, and since he now has an enemy adjacent to him, he can stab. So he is going to stab at Obzam.
Bring it.
16?
Nope. 17 is the number you're looking for.
Oh,
Yeah.
Alright.
yeah.
Dead
Hey.
drow can get off of the initiative list and falls.
All right. How bad is this Quaggoth looking?
He is... He's still looking pretty decently. He has a couple slashes in it, but he is not yet in a fury of rage.
Gotcha. All right, I am going to try to shoot at this drow here.
Okay.
Crossbow. Do I have advantage or anything, or no?
Your stealth, so.
Yeah, you are hiding up on the wall, so this will give away your position, but you do have advantage for this.
I will take it.
It's hard for an NPC to assist you.
Oop. Not great rolls, but still probably enough.
16 hits.
All right, 6 damage to that
6
guy.
damage, and also they do not have a...
Where am I? Stealthy. Well, I guess I am climbing, which is not hidden.
Ooh, and they're poison, right?
Yes, they are poison.
The crossbow poison, they need to make a DC 13 con save or be poisoned for 1 hour. If it fails by 5 or more, they are unconscious. So DC 13 con save, and he gets a 1. Alright.
He can just take a nap.
We'll do the little bacon icon that kind of looks like an S for sleeping.
For breakfast.
That
Which is
too.
when we'll see him next.
And Obediah is next.
And this guy is, I guess, is disengage a thing?
Yes,
Disengage
that
is
is
a thing, yes.
Yeah, because I don't want to have anything to do with this guy, so.
Takes your action unless you get it for a bonus action for some reason.
I do not think that I do, so I'm going to disengage and hop my little friendly rear over here.
Ooh, you
And,
could probably go in that that barracks there.
What do I move? 30, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll just see what's going on in here.
That's the
Isn't that
dining hall.
where the food is?
That's the dining
Ooh.
hall.
Yeah, the barracks are to the south.
Oh.
This one here is
Oh, I
Get some
probably.
food.
probably sealed.
Oh, but there's a drow in there.
Yeah, well, you don't know that till you get in there.
Oh, right.
And if
Is
you
the
go
door
in there,
locked?
no. If you
But-
go in there, there is a drow in there, and he seems to be sleeping very heavily in a bed.
I am going to already have used my action, so nothing. Never mind. Well, is that a bonus action?
You
No,
can
it's
get
not.
in there and close the door, though.
Oh yeah, I'll do that. Boink. And I'll be very quiet.
Yeah, with the door closed, it seems to cut out most of the sound of combat. Iris, it is back to you.
Can I shoot through Obzam and the Quaggoth to get this person here, this drow?
You may. He will have cover, though.
What does that give him? Advantage on?
Plus 2 AC.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll try it. Why not? So I will take aim again since I found success last time.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
22 will hit.
I'm an expert crossbow aimer.
And
So that looks
this
like
is
5
also
piercing.
one of them, so he needs to make a con save. He does save, though. So he is not poisoned, and he goes next. With his short sword, he stabs at Obzam.
I thought he already went. I thought it was the guy that I shot was coming up next.
No, he
Nope.
was the first one to act, and last turn he
Oh, that's right.
drew a
when he
short
started-
sword, but he did not have anybody to actually attack.
You're right. Sorry.
16.
That isn't a 17.
Misses, nope. And he does not get
I would say big fan of the defense fighting style.
bonus
Incredibly
action.
useful.
Alright, Obzam.
All right. Well, I'm concerned this Quagoth is going to fly into a rage, but also I just want this Quagoth to die as soon as possible. So I'm going to go ahead and continue stabbing him. 20 to hit for 5 damage.
One of the 20 misses. The other one does.
No! He used half shield. Cassie gives him +5 AC against one of the 2 attack rolls.
Yep. Alright, he is still pissed off, but not in a rage yet. Alright, Ront. Ront is gonna Ront the guy next to him.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Good plan, good plan.
You always gotta ask yourself, what would Ront do?
I think Ront would
WRD.
Where did Ront want to go, by the way?
Ront with a look of Ronting on his face. He Ronts the Ronter. And crits 25. For 11 damage.
He's getting a really big head because we've all been just like cheering him on, just like powering him up.
We've been ranting him so hard.
Yeah.
Yep. Alright, that makes the Quagoth like Hulk out.
Poor Ront.
Rukook, you're up.
Is there room for me at the Quagoth, or is it all pretty much?
No, you can get either side right there for adjacency.
There's always room for one more at the Quagoth.
I step aside and like usher you in.
I'm glad we shoved that first one off. These things are tough.
Yeah. Seriously.
Nope, 8 misses.
Yeah,
9 misses.
Yes.
Alright.
We all still have inspirations. Don't forget about them.
Yep.
Except me. I used mine.
The Quagoth in a fury is going to attack Ront and Obzam are hurting it the most, so Ront first. He gets advantage on this, and a 13 will hit.
No, run!
So he does 5 slashing and an extra. I have nothing to pick on that.
I think my heal might have saved him if he wasn't like enraged.
Ront goes down.
Oh. Dang.
And then Obzam. 11 misses.
Okay, this is fine.
And the Drow
This is fine.
is asleep. And nobody has done damage to him to wake him up. So he is still asleep. Falls, you are up.
Alright, so we've got a Drow who's up here, and the Quagoth. I'm gonna try to take out this Drow. Is that him at 21? Yeah, I'm gonna hit him. Alright. So he's gonna load another bolt and try to shoot down on this Drow. 19.
That will hit.
8 piercing, and he's got to see if it poisons him.
He falls regardless.
Cool.
Balls him.
A little clap.
Anything else for falls? You still have movement.
I don't think so. You know what? Falls will crawl along the wall and move a little further over here.
Okay.
Just so he's got a little bit of a better angle. But I think that's it. He's still going to be probably like 20 feet-ish up, I think.
Is the lift on our level? Or is
Yeah,
it down below?
the platform itself is down below, so it'll have to be wheeled up. And falls from your height advantage, you notice that the two that are down below, one of them seems to be unconscious, and the other one is noticing that stuff is happening up above, so seems to be turning around and starting to climb.
Okay, so these guys like over here. Cool. Cool. Sounds good. I will
Sleeping guy.
shout out Drow incoming from the south.
And let me roll
You
his
got people
initiative.
coming back up the stairs.
Okay, Obediah, your turn.
I'm going to tiptoe, and maybe I need to roll stealth again to make sure that I don't do anything to wake this guy up. Or does he seem like dead asleep?
He seems dead asleep.
Okay. I'm gonna sort of search around the room for anything of particular interest, or that which might be helpful.
All right, give me an investigation roll.
I could do that one. Skills, investigation, roll. Oh, come on. I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay.
And clear and roll again. That's way better.
All right.
Nice.
All 5 of you, roll me a d20. Just a straight d20.
Just a straight D20.
And I will roll one for Zahn'dohr.
Balls gets a 15.
10.
18.
We need one for Rukook. Alright, so searching around here, you notice there are, I believe, 6. Yeah, six bunks. One person is sleeping here, so there's 6 chests. You can get through just a quick. With the investigation here, it'll take probably your next turn too. But you notice that in the blah 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 blah, in the trunks, they have the one that is occupied has his chain shirt and his weaponry basically in there. He has a 100-foot coil of rope in his chest. There's each of them has a flask of presumably poison, drow poison.
Ah, okay.
And you happen to find among the 6 chests. Let me get the numbers again. Iris's book.
Ooh.
Zahn'dohr's mask. And who was next? Fall's toy soldiers.
Zahn'dohr mask
Let's go.
and Falls toy soldiers. I'm I don't have like pockets or anything, do I?
No, not really.
And is there like a sack or a bag or anything in here?
There's something.
Yeah, in here there would probably be a sack.
All right, so I'll grab a sack and stuff all the stuff in there. 100-foot silk rope, poison vials, and I'll just assume that's my second turn as well.
There's spider silk webbing on the walls in this room too, and hanging among that is a sack that you can put stuff in. There is also an unlit lantern.
Unlit lantern?
And let me revise that. The Drow is in trance, facing away from you. So
he's in
speaking is
trance.
good, yeah. But he hasn't seemed to notice you. You have been fairly quiet.
This guy saw the demons coming and is just like, you know what? I'm going to take a nap.
I'm just going to pretend I don't live here.
He had one of the most recent watches. He kind of, he's tired.
He's had a long day. They can handle it. They'll be fine.
Any specific number of poison vials?
6, 1 in each chest.
And that's the same for the rope?
Yes.
Yeah, 6.
Actually, no, the rope is just the one. The unoccupied ones have the rope with them, presumably.
I have to run for a second. If I don't get back in time, heal. I'm going to cast heal on Rock.
All right. Iris, you are up.
I am going to attempt, because I'm emboldened. Normally I don't resort to this kind of violence, but I'm kind of feeling myself with my success so far. So I am going to attempt to, even though I know he'll get cover, to hit this drow with my crossbow.
Okay,
Is that
you're
possible?
going to have disadvantage being next to the Quaggoth there.
Oh,
And this drow is unconscious.
Oh, he's unconscious.
Yeah, that's why he's got the bacon.
What is this drow doing?
He is coming up the stairs towards you.
Okay.
Which I don't think you would be able to see him just yet.
I have my dancing light out there.
Yeah,
I can see it with the dancing
lower.
light. Oh, he's lower. I see. Did I hear correctly? Did someone pass out daggers as well?
There were daggers available.
Okay. So if there were enough daggers that I was passed one as well, I'm going to try to hit the Quaggoth with a dagger.
Okay. Yeah, you are aware that drow is coming up, but you are not able to see him just yet.
Okay. Let's see. Going to add that. Have that. Okay. So we'll do this. Oh.
Ooh, nice.
I'm a fighter now, guys.
Yay!
I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
For 4 piercing.
All right, he is up. He screams in pain. No, he screams in rage. He doesn't actually seem to feel the pain. All right.
And then I'm going to use a bonus action.
Go for it.
I'm actually going to use, for the first time, hopefully this works, I am going to use Rabbit Hop. So as a bonus action, I can jump 10 feet without provoking opportunity attacks as long as my speed is greater than 0.
Okay.
So I am going to Rabbit Hop just so I won't have that disadvantage with the Quaggoth next to me. I'm just going to Rabbit Hop backwards to this spot.
Okay.
And that's my turn. Boing!
The Quaggoth is confused.
Mission accomplished.
Obzam, you're up.
All right. Well, I better take this thing down before it kills anyone else.
Because the Quaggoth has never seen a drow do that.
Oh yeah.
All right. What? 24 to hit, 9 more piercing damage.
That is going to put it to
Ooh.
the ground.
Nice. Let's
Nice.
go.
Turn to the drow. All right, who's next? to the one drow that's still awake back there.
Ront makes a death save. And fails. Rukook heals Ront.
Okay, I just got back.
Oh, you're
Did I-
back. It's your turn.
Oh, do you want me to cast it? Does inspiration affect heal roll?
No.
Okay.
But yeah, roll it because it starts from 0. Casting healing words or cure wounds?
No, I only have cure wounds prepared.
So you gotta move up next to him and touch him. Alright, his eyes flutter open. He can't do anything just yet. The Quaggoth is dead. The other drow comes up, steps over his his sleeping companion. Actually, yeah, he's gonna move over and straddle the other drow there, and stab at Obzam.
I guess he's next.
He is next. He is joining the queue. And he gets a 21.
He will hit me for the first time this fight.
Alright.
Just don't roll 8 damage.
3 piercing.
3. That's acceptable.
Why did it not? I am confused. Sometimes it does it and sometimes it does not. Ah, okay. It's the elites that have the poison to short swords.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So, 3 piercing.
I will take it.
And then the other drow is still unconscious. And Falls, you are up.
All right. Falls is going to stay where he is for now and take a pot shot with his crossbow at the
The new
drow.
drow.
Yep. What is that, 16 to hit?
16 will hit.
That is 6 piercing damage, and he's going to have to roll for poison.
He gets a 19.
Okay.
So he takes the shot, glances up and sees you there, and unfortunately you were too far away from him anyway. Obediah.
So my second action is, collecting all that stuff, and I'm going to
Sneak out.
sneak out. Whoop. Close the door on my way.
All right. At this point, There is a... What spell would this be? A buzz of insects appears around one of the demons. The spell seems to have been cast from the priest quarters or the shrine. And then Jorlin comes creeping back. Alright, Iris, you are up.
Okay. I am absolutely on fire right now. Nobody can tell me anything. But now I've got to make a show of it. So this Iris in disguise as this Drow, like, attempts to do a little flourish to put the dagger that she just used away, and takes out her crossbow, does a little spin, puts her arm out to aim it, and aims for our new Drow friend right here.
All right. And you crit.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it just keeps happening.
And he makes a save, though.
You're gonna be insufferable later.
Later?
Wow, okay.
The drow is still standing, though.
I did take healing word, but we'll see how often that
Wait over my
You don't need to use healing word if all of your enemies are already dead.
Why do you not assist me? And Obzam, you're up.
All right. Well, I told him what was going to happen. That's just what's going to happen. So I'm going to stab this man. 22 to hit for 6 damage.
22 will hit, and 6 damage will put him to the ground.
All right. That spell came from back in the priest quarters.
Yes.
So I guess Jorlin may have been noticed.
And possibly. And spellcasters know that is a fairly high level spell.
Yeah, maybe we just leave.
And so Jorlin is coming back, and he has... Let me find the list again. Unfortunately, he does not have Obzam's ring, but he does have Obzam's Raven token. He has Rukook's ring and Obadiah's tools and Spider. And he has them in a small sack.
Let's see.
And he thrusts them out to Iris, who is standing closest to him.
What is this?
Missing things.
Ooh,
Now is a good
that's
time to
everyone.
go.
Missing things. I start rummaging around looking for my stuff.
Your stuff isn't in
got
there.
one drow, right? We still got that one drow?
He is unconscious, poisoned.
Okay, so we need to get the lift up and get onto it.
Yep, you guys can get to the lift, start cranking the winch. You do still have, that's going to take a few moments to get up here. There is still a elite barracks, both 2 elite barracks is here, if you wish to look through them or not.
Before we disperse, I flag down Iris and Falls and hand them back their stuff. Iris, I believe this is the book you described, and Falls, here's your toys.
Mwah. I kiss the book.
Yeah.
Well done.
My son will be very thankful. Thank you. He tucks them away.
Um,
I've got some things in his bag. They're not mine. Maybe some of yours? I pass the bag to Obediah.
We can do that later.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna take a look in this nearest barracks to see if it's occupied, or not. And if
That
there's
one
no one
is
in there?
not.
All right.
There are
right,
6
well-
empty bunks, six trunks, webbing along the walls, stuff like that.
All right. Well, I'm gonna do a quick search, quick as I can. Hopefully, someone can get the winch going while I'm doing that.
yeah, I'll start working the winch.
All right.
Thank you.
And Orc and me can help with the winch too.
So the empty chests each contain a flask of Drow poison. Each flask is enough to treat 20 bolts. There are also the other one had it too, but everything has a change of clothes, 2 changes of clothing in it. There's Drow clothing in here. Also of note, give me a investigation roll.
Sure. 21.
Make sure I'm getting this right. No, I guess it would be perception, but we will go with that for now. Inside one of the chests, you see a rose. Not a real rose. It seems to be an art piece, but it looks like it's crafted from red dragon scales.
Oh.
What? Yes, I will take this.
And there is a small bronze cube and another with inset gears on each of the faces.
All right, I will. I'm assuming there's some kind of sack or something in here with all the spare clothes that I can
Yeah.
snatch. All right, I will quickly stuff the poison and the various interesting odd things in there, and move on.
I would like to dash, if possible, into this room where you said was the food storage room,
Okay.
and just start rummaging the cabinets and drawers.
There are no sacks in here, but there is a tray that you can balance stuff on if you wish to find a sack later. And besides, there is still a mess of soup that has just kind of been shoved to one side and has a few rags and stuff trying to soak it in, but there's a lot more soup and stuff than they had the ability to clean, and they lost their cleaners because they delivered a beating. But you also find
Any sweet treats?
Cinnamon
sweet,
bun.
not necessarily, but you do find about 6 pounds, so 6 days worth of like dried cheeses and preserved meat strips and stuff like that.
Don't ask what they milked to make the cheese.
Quite
Thinking about it. Edit. I will try like a nibble of this and that as I'm like finding stuff, but like I'll try to like scoop as much stuff in my arms as I can carry out, and I'll run out with it.
Okay. And by that time, we'll say the lift basket is up. So you guys can start making your descent. Now, without somebody up here to manage the winch, it is still possible with pulleys to do it from the basket itself, but it is a slow process. However, about half of the group can go down at a time. So
I'll stay up top and work the system until I'll be the last one to come down.
okay.
I will also stay up top
So
because I'm adept at climbing. So if need be.
yep. So you can get quite a few of you in, and a bunch of NPCs for the first trip down, and it probably takes a minute, and then the second trip down will take longer unless Falls does the last bit because he can climb down.
Yeah. So Falls will do the last bit, and he'll try to climb down.
All right. As you guys are getting to the bottom, Falls, still up top, notices that you guys seem to have been noticed. Jorlan is... where would he have been? After he brought your stuff, he would have went back up. So there is a... What spells does she have? All right, a ray of sickening greenish energy lashes out towards you, Falls, but misses.
Okay.
As you notice, the High Priest seems to be coming down the platform. So you have time to actually start to climb, because everybody, we'll say was within 5 or 10 feet of the bottom.
Okay.
But you can abandon them there and or cut the rope as you go.
I will.
So that
I'll
Everybody
cut.
jump off the roof.
the lift
I
is
feel like-
not easily usable until they fix it.
Yep. I will cut the rope.
All right. So the last few people going down are battered and bruised a bit. Everybody is at the bottom.
Sorry.
Yeah, those below can help people down as well, right? Because you can jump like halfway and be caught, or somebody can like reach up, and we got a Quaggoth among us, right?
Yes. So everybody is now at the bottom. The last plan was heading towards Blingden Stone?
Yeah.
Which is the North Cavern.
Where the demons came from.
Where
Right.
the demons came from, yes. And as you guys are heading down that way, right before we end, who is it? The Darrow.
Ninja.
Bupito? I think is the Darrow.
Jinjar, I think, right?
No, Bupito. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Bupito says that as you guys are heading towards that cavern, right? Everybody's there's still some dark people, so or blind people, so you can't move terribly fast. And he notices that the demons, most of them are, at least the Chasmies, they're still up above. And he comments on the fact that Blingden Stone is probably going to take at least 3 to 4 10 day to get to. It might be beneficial to find a closer place to be better armed if there's demons running around here. My people can provide heavier any kind of picks at the chain, heavier armor than this. And let's see here. Let me move these away.
Is that in Sloop Badoop?
Graxlaw, by way of Dark Lake. Dark Lake would be the closest way to get a boat to travel, and also by boat would be harder to track.
Hmm.
And then as you guys are... Move the NPCs there first because it's easier. Make sure I gather everybody up. What am I missing here? Iris, Rukook, Falls, Obediah, Obzam. Okay, Zahn'dohr is up above there. I'll grab him in a minute.
And if possible, can you drag like as many of my little dancing lights as you can? I know there's probably like a million on the board because sometimes I can't see them if they're.
Yeah, you'd probably have to
darkness.
cast it again because it takes a lot longer to move them than to just cast a new bit.
Yeah.
And now that we're down where I tossed that body, that had like a backpack and some adventuring gear, if possible, I'd like to snag that while we're down here.
So the body is kind of roughly in where you're at. So you're rummaging through bodies. The Drow is up above. You can't really see up above because the layer of webbing blocks view. And it's also why anybody that explores down here generally doesn't find the outpost up above. And it's in chaos too. But as you guys are rummaging through the body, with a screeching cry, a Vrock crashes to the ground. Kind of right there where it's at. And we will end here, but...
Crashes like dead?
No.
Oh.
It falls from the sky, crashes to the ground. It looks badly wounded, and it seems to be angry and screeching at you. But let me move it back just a little bit because it's not quite that close.
Huzzah!
But it is blocking your way. We'll say it's there, and you guys are back a little bit more. It is screeching at you, and I scrolled up again. And in its one of its claws is a dead Githyanki that it seems to have been carrying through most of this fight, I guess.
Not the Gith that we met, right?
No, yours is with you.
Oh, that's our friend who
Yeah.
isn't here right now.
It's like,
I just want to make sure.
Yeah. He's dead now.
Miss my session, will you?
We will end there.
Great. Thank you. This is awesome.
Thank you so much. This was so fun.
And 2 weeks. It's not Super Bowl Sunday, so it should be good for me.
Next game
let's
on the
see.
18th.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
So let
Good
me
here.
end the stream. Thank you, everybody.